So I want to apologize for my old intro, the whole nation subscribe thing, because I think some of you all may think that it's kind of troll that I probably just put it on a loop for a long period of time and just post it, and it looks kind of clickbaity, but yeah, I do apologize. It's just my intro, guys. There is actual video of me playing through the mod, so I just wanted to say that out because I do want to, well, bond with you guys because the DLC is one of the things I do love, so I do want to make friends with you all. I do want to bond with you guys over this game and over the mods that people have wonderfully crafted out, just like those guys. I do apologize for my, honestly, even I'm cringing over that old intro. So if you guys want to like chat with me, but like communicate with me, both my Discord and my Twitter are down below. So yeah. So with all that said, I want to apologize once again, and let's get to it. As I walk down the street towards school, I yawn and crack my neck. It's another normal, average day for me. Ooh, it's Valentine's Day today. Man, just thinking about the date night I planned is increasing my anxiety. It's not like I've never been on a date with Yuri before, but we don't actually plan things out often. The relationship is more of an organic one. Our dates are more spontaneous. Finally having a formal date feels a bit surreal to say the least. But at the same time, I'm also looking forward to it. Just gotta wait out the school day. It is one of those videos when I wish I didn't have to go to the literature club. Yuri's waiting for me in the hallway as usual. Hey Yuri, ready for tonight? She gives a light giggle, her eyes shining with affection. Of course, Midas. This may be strange for me to say, but I can't wait for the club to be over. I was thinking the exact same thing, Yuri. Great minds think alike, huh? I'm even feeling a little bit jittery, all things considered. I know that jitteriness is going to be worth it. At least, I hope so. By the way, I made you some chocolates. That's sweet of Yuri. She pulls out a small pink box tied shut with a thin ribbon. Inside are heart-shaped chocolates, drizzled in various types of syrups and toppings. I hope they're your liking. Are you kidding me? They look amazing! And it's from you. Of course it'll be amazing. Thanks, Yuri. This is officially the best Valentine's Day ever. Yeah, that's so sweet. If only because this is the first time I've gotten romantic chocolates rather than French chocolates. Can't believe that these are homemade. Yuri shyly ducks her head, mumbling a humble dismissal of my compliment. It's normal to make homemade Valentine's chocolates for your loved ones. They're nothing special. Don't sell yourself short, Yuri. I seriously can't wait to try one out. I sneak a quick kiss on Yuri's cheek while no one's looking. The reach of the school rules startles her for a moment, but her surprise is quickly replaced by playfulness. You mean, couples in high school usually go through this, right? At least that's what I'm thinking. Thank you. Now I wonder if we'll get any chocolates from the club members. As you step in the club room, you find Molly and Natsuki exchanging French chocolates. Midas! Yuri! Perfect timing. Let's just get this over with. There's only a packet of cookies hurtling towards my face. Luckily I'm fast enough to catch it. Natsuki then hands Yuri her cookies as Yuri looks through her bag to reciprocate the gesture. Hey, why didn't you toss at it to her too? Are you kidding me? I'm not gonna give a special treatment to someone who's not even gonna give back. Isn't that what White Day's for? I still don't know what White Day is. But that's a whole month away. Valentine's Day is just a commercialized sham that forces girls to buy chocolate and stuff for guys. I don't know about you guys, but That's completely the opposite from where I'm living. We have to buy them for all our guy friends too, not just our crushes. You made these cookies too, didn't you? That's besides the point. Here, Midas. Monica hands me a bar of chocolate wrapped in pink foil. I do see Natsuki's points. I'm glad I don't have anyone in my life though, because I don't have to go through all the effort to make homemade chocolates. Although you are supposed to get chocolates wrapped in guys on Light Day. If I recall correctly, most chocolates exchanged on Valentine's Day are actually between women. Well, that makes sense. The majority of girls probably have mostly female friends. Plus, it can be nice to just swap sweets with people you're close to. On that note, thanks for the chocolates and cookies, guys. For a moment, we all exchanged thanks for the sweets. Where's Sayori? Where's Sayori, by the way? I noticed that she wasn't here too. She texted me saying that she went home early because she was sick. Are you guys sure she's actually sick? Be a lucky day for her to get sick, huh? Yes, and it's a bit concerning how often she seems to get sick nowadays. I'll check up on her when I have the time. Alright, now that we got all the Valentine's stuff out of the way, let's get on with the club meeting. Okay everyone, I'll see you all tomorrow then. Phew! Now that that's over, it's time for MidBitYT Yuri. Ready for the night of your life, Yuri? Are you sure that you're not building it too much? I'm wounded by your words, Yuri. Giggling, we make our way down the school's entrance hall, momentarily separate to find our respective shoe lockers. As I open my lockers, something white tumbles out. An envelope? But from who? The corners of the envelope were slightly crumpled, as if someone had been holding it too tightly. Inside is a small note that simply reads, "I'm happy that you're happy," with a small piece of chocolate taped to the paper. It's fairly obvious who is it, but that kind of stings. I don't think it's blurred by a little water damage. I think I know where the water comes from. Well, whose note is this? And why did you give it to me? I'm just a normal guy. Not someone who breaks hearts left and right. I can't think of any reason that I would have gotten this note. Oh well, I'll think about it later. We still have a date with Yuri, so we might as well stress out about it later on. Ready to go? Yuri placed next to me as I stuffed the note in my bag. Whoa, you scared me. Yeah, I just need to swap my shoes and I'll be good to go. By the way, you never told me what we're gonna do today. Didn't I say I wanted it to be a surprise? We better surprise Yuri good then. Yes, but... Oh, she looks surprisingly cute when she puts a pouty face. Don't you worry. You're gonna find out what it is soon enough. Let's head home so we can change out of our uniforms though. One change of clothes later, we're both sitting on the train. It sways gently as it moves, and the rhythmic rattling makes lulls to me into a daze. Yuri leans against me, resting her head on my shoulder as we watch the scenery blur by outside. Occasional whiffs of lavender shampoo float my way. How much she always smells so good. The sunlight streaming in is soothing. It's nearly hot enough to be uncomfortable, but not quite. Midas, are you falling asleep? No. Yeah. You better not miss our stop. Especially since we're going to celebrate, like we're going to give Yuri a surprise. If I do, you have full rights to break up with me on the spot. Ooh! Dang! This is cool. I lead Yuri by the hand as we approach the amusement park. The sound of music and children laughing fills the air. Can I open my eyes now? We even told her to close her eyes. That's so cute. Yep, check it out. Yuri's face lights up as she takes in the scene. Roller coasters and other rides tower overhead, while crowds of people mill around the park grounds. I haven't been to a theme park in years. The last time I went to one, it was my parents brought me there. A wistful look crosses her face and I squeeze her hand in comfort. It's so heart-achingly nostalgic. I wonder how it'll stand up to my memories. Thank you for bringing me here, Midas. Of course. I was actually kind of nervous that you wouldn't like it. I suppose I'm not exactly the exciting type, especially since you're very introverted and you don't go out much. And I love, and I love just the way you are. In fact, it makes things that much more exciting and fun when you surprise me. I see. Thank you. Anyway, let's stop standing around and enter the park. So, where are you gonna go first? What's there to do? I'm not familiar with this theme park, with this particular park, so how about the roller coaster? We're gonna take you in a roller coaster. A roller coaster? I'm thinking you're not a fan of them, eh? Not particularly. No. Okay, we can do something else then. I pull out a map of the park and look over it with her. Most of the attractions are rides, but there are two in particular that I think might interest Yuri. But which one should I suggest first? Ooh. I hope we get to see the other one because I'd like to see the fantasy village because I reckon that taking her in a haunted mansion would be good, I guess. So let's go. But the haunted mansion. It seems pretty relevant to us. I've always wondered about haunted houses. Have you never been one to before? No. The only ones I've gone to were student-run haunted houses during school festivals. Those likely don't quite match up to professional ones. Why, Yuri? Do you think this one will match up to the thrills we enjoy in our novels? Only one way to find out, right? A few minutes later, we're standing in a quiet, sun-dappled corner of the park. There are surprisingly few visitors here, although the silence only adds to the atmosphere. The haunted mansion itself is modeled after a traditional Japanese home, like the ones you'd see in Kyoto. It looks quite normal on the outside. That might be why it's not one of the more popular attractions. However, the huge wings of the house sprawling across the grounds indicate that this will be a lengthier experience. Are you ready to enter? Do you think it'll be scary? I don't know, but I'm highly anticipating this. Her eyes shine with excitement and she grabs my arm tightly. There's nothing like the rush when you're fearing the unknown. I seem to remember Yuri talking about this on Halloween. Let's go in before you explode from excitement then. We brush the front of the entrance curtains aside and walk into the house. I'm going to admit, I'm a chicken. I'm actually scared of what will happen. As we enter the entrance hall, we're immediately met by an exceedingly anxious-looking man. Oh, you're finally here! Do we know you? Yes, you're here to deal with the ghost, right? The fabled paranormal investigator and the legendary Shinto priestess. Huh, I guess we are now. Good. Please hurry. Help cleanse my home from these spirits, I'm begging you. Where do we go? Here, right this way. And I'm sure I don't have to tell you to, but always move forward. The spirits. Well, I wouldn't wish those horrors on my worst enemy. And with these ominous words, she shuffles us through the door and snaps the door shut. Oh no. I'm getting anxious myself. It takes a moment for my eyes to adjust to the darkness. It's actually quite dark in the haunted house itself. The hallway is all old wood and plaster, giving it a bit of an abandoned feel. Midas, are you coming? Yuri tugs at my arm, clearly eager to get going. Alright. I just don't want to run headlong into danger, you know. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. We slowly walk down the hallway. The air is silent and still with dust moths dancing freely around us. The only sounds are our footsteps and creaking wood. I almost feel the compulsion to hold my breath so it doesn't break the silence. Yuri is warm at my side is a welcome distraction to the house. At this point, her clutching my arm is more for my comfort than hers. Oh! Suddenly, a dark shadow darts across the end of the hallway. Yuri's grip tightens on my arm. Did you see that? Perhaps it's one of the spirits the man mentioned earlier. Spirits, huh? Don't you forget your suspension of disbelief. Yeah. Nothing's really happened so far yet, though. Don't tell me I'm hearing things now. I think you spoke too soon. No. An early morning sun is exactly what I'd imagined heck would look like. Oh no. Slowly turn around to find the source of the sound. So good. To wherever or whoever made these sounds. Congratulations, because you're scaring the shit out of me. It's a girl with pale, nearly bluish skin, her neck twisted around in a possible angle. Yeesh. The dress cover she wears is covered in tatters, her body covered in dirt, bruises, and lacerations. I'm hesitating, God. Streaming black hair nearly covers her face, but not quite. You can still see a chilling grin appear when she turns around. She stands frozen in place. The apparition takes a creeping step forward, her movements unnatural and disjointed. Another step and another. Suddenly she's running straight at us. Holy crap! When I step out of it and began running away with me pulling Yuri forward by her hand. Not so fast, Midas! Let's step in a room somewhere else and hide. Keeping her in a corner, I grasp her first her hand and then see it fling open. I pull Yuri toward my chest and we tumble into the room together. Oh, yeah. She quickly slides the door closed as quietly as possible while I sit on the floor and catch my breath. That was exciting. I can't believe how scared you were, Midas. Oh, like you weren't scared. We laugh a bit as the adrenaline rushing through our veins begins to subside. So out of breath, I suppose there are downsides to staying indoors and reading all the time. Same for me, but with video games and anime instead of reading. Huh? Did you hear that? How many times am I gonna have to say that today? It's not like I came from the closet. I was close before the door and is now a few inches open, offering us a peek at the darkness inside. Yeah. Oh shit. A hand slowly appears from the crack, the faint light highlighting a hint of a nose and cheek. Um. Oh shit. I think we should get out of here. uh, that was certainly interesting to say the least. I don't know how much time has passed, but we're finally out. It's blindingly bright outside. After the shadows of the haunted house, the air is especially refreshing, given up all the running we did inside. So, what do you think of that? I can see why some people get addicted to the thrill of haunted houses. Honestly, this was better than expected. I thought there would be more cheap jump scares, but it actually played on our suspense quite well. I mean, even I was sweating. I was nervous myself, Yuri. Yeah, you know it's good when it makes you scared, even though you were aware that everyone's an actor. Mm-hmm. Especially I like how that girl in the closet from the beginning appeared near the end too. Attention to details such as continuity can often elevate things from merely good to amazing. I think my favorite part was when we had to walk through a pitch black room together. Like I said, the fear of the unknown is a powerful drug. Anyway, we still got some time left today, so where do you want to go next? Let's have a look at the map again. What do you think about the fantasy village? Oh, okay, so apparently it doesn't matter what we chose because we're gonna check it anyway. Ah, this one is based off of the magical village in one of the book series. I wonder how immersive it'll be. I'm guessing pretty immersive, since this park is known for it. Come on, let's get there before the lines are too long. Within a few minutes, we find ourselves at the entrance of the village. The place is packed full of people, likely because of the popularity of the book series. Wow, it looks like exactly as I pictured it. Mm-hmm. Only downside is the crowds, huh? I suppose we'll have to make sure we're not separated. You tentatively grabs my hand and I squeeze hers in mine. I definitely don't mind how the crowd is making us press against each other. I bet this attraction is a huge moneymaker for the park. I mean, look at all the shops. It seems like nearly all the buildings house shops of some kind, ranging from cafes and restaurants to gift shops and bookstores. Whew, everything here is pretty expensive, huh? I mean, it's a theme park, so I guess that's a given. I'd expect nothing less from a theme park. We walk around a bit, window shopping and chatting. The architects really didn't spare any expense in making sure the village was as detailed and realistic as possible. Do you have anything in particular that you want to check out? Except from the books that you want to see in real life now? That's a good question. Maybe, well, this may sound a bit silly, but I've always loved how the food was described in the novels. It always sounded so succulent and delicious. Huh, it's no surprise that well-written descriptions of food would caught your attention. Do you think it might partly cause you to learn to cook too? Along with your parents' influence, I mean? Maybe. It probably helped to turn me into a bit of a foodie at least. I used to even read the books near dinner time to increase my appetite. Jeez, I'll have to reread the series then, if that writing is good. Well, if you want to try some food, let's look around for some. A nearby cart piled high with plastic mugs catches my eye. How about we try some of that? Is that the famous butterscotch drink? Let's try it and see. Nearly 1,000 yen later, they're all clutching mugs towering with golden liquid and foam. You tentatively taste a sip. How is it? It's quite rich and creamy. It reminds me of root beer, with butterscotch instead of sassafras. I think I quite like it. I wonder how they make it. I'm sure you can look it on the internet. And maybe do it at home. By the way, you have a foam mustache now. She quickly licks her upper lip in consternation. That was super cute. I can only imagine how Yuri would look like. It kind of reminded me of a cat there. That was cute? Well, anything you do is cute though. Thank you. I guess Yuri still doesn't know how to take compliments gracefully. That kind gives her an endearing charm though, at least in my opinion. You're so nice to me, Midas. How could I not be? I mean, you're you! Yuri smiles bashfully at that, and I pull her toward me to put my arm around her waist. Now, how about we find some huge turkey legs to eat? I heard that the place is famous for that. Man, I'm stuffed. I can't believe we spent this whole time eating. Suffice to say, I don't think I'll need to eat dinner tonight. I don't think I'll need to eat for a week at this point. I'm kind of tired. Would you like to go back home then? Hold on, I actually want to go on a ride with you. Go to the ferris wheel at least. Oh, what kind of ride? Don't worry, it's not a roller coaster. I was actually trying to save the best for last. Come on, just follow me. Okay, Midas. I trust you. There it is. Yep. Save the best for last indeed. I pointed up at the wheel towering above us. Its colorful passenger cars sway away gently in the air as they travel around the wheel. Ferris wheel? I figured that we kind of had to take an experience on it because of all the Valentines Day legends associated with Ferris wheels. God, stop using bold text. Getting scared whenever I see bold text in these mods. You know, stuff like taking a ride on Valentine's Day means you'll stay together for the year. But if it's such a tradition, you should probably honor it. One cue later, we hop onto one of the gondolas and feel a slight jerk after a moment as the wheel begins turning. Have you ever been on a Ferris wheel before? Oh? But you've been to a theme park with your family before. That's quite weird, but okay. I actually don't think so. It's quite tall, isn't it? Yeah, but if it wasn't, we wouldn't get any view. Yuri peeks over the edge of the window to look around at the ground slowly shrinking below us. We aren't very high now, at least. Just give it a minute and we will be. Ah, I see a few children waiting at the wheel as we're lifted higher and higher into the air. It's a kind of a strange feeling, seeing everything become as small as their map counterparts. Everything is bathed in the golden glow of the setting sun, as if the whole world were dipped in honey. The silhouettes of other rides loop around the sky, but none of them are as tall as the Ferris wheel. Aww. The noises of the park faded away. It's quiet in the gondola. I think we're at the top now. Yuri's looking straight at me with a bit of a strange smile on her face. Aren't you going to look outside? Yeah. She sneaks a quick glance outside for a second and snaps back to staring at me again. Her knuckles are white from gripping at the edge of her seat. Are you afraid of heights, Yuri? Yes. But we're in the Ferris wheel, Yuri, don't worry. You should have told me. You didn't have to do this. It's alright. If you're happy, then I'm happy too. My mind suddenly flashes back on the note I found earlier today. But I'd like to see you happy too. If you're genuinely not having a good time on the ride, then what's the point? You're so kind, Midas. It's just common courtesy, Yuri. You're kind, and funny, and smart. You're good at talking to people, even if you say otherwise. Why are you here with me? What do you mean? I'm here with you because I want to be here. But you're so good. And Yuri's words fail her? This might be the first time I've ever seen it happen since I've known her. Sure, she stammers a lot and takes long pauses to think sometimes, but she's always been able to find the right phrases to accurately convey her thoughts. She has a rueful expression on her face. Clearly she knows that she's grasping for words. And how can I be good too if I'm nothing like you? Yuri. I lean over to grab Yuri's hands in mine. You don't have to be like me to be good. There are lots of things I don't necessarily like about myself. There are a ton of things that I do like about you. I don't think anyone else has been able to change my life as much as you did. Well, except for my parents, of course. But you're the one who got me into literature, inspired me to go to university after we graduate. You're the one who I can see myself 10 years into the future. Even the little things endear yourself to me so much. Though your eyes sparkle when you're passionate about something. How cute you can be when you pout. How insightful you are when talking about normal things. How beautiful you are when you float off into your own world while you think. I softly brush a strand of her hair away from her face. How your hair falls in your face. We're so close together that I can feel the warmth of her breath on my skin now. Midas. And suddenly, our lips meet. Her lips are soft and warm. I can almost swear that I taste the faintest hint of butterscotch. After what seems an eternity, we finally break apart. I love you, Yuri. I love you, Midas. This has truly been one of the best days of my life. So thank you. No, thank you for coming along with me. Of course I came along. I'm your girlfriend. You want to try looking down at the view now? Come on, I'll hold you. You're safe with me. Okay, don't let go of me. I wrap my arms around Yuri's waist from behind as we take in the view in front of us. She's slightly shorter than I am, and I'm just able to rest my chin on her head. I hear her laugh as she wraps her hands around mine. We stay like this for a while, slowly allowing the gentle bob of the gondola to take us down to the ground level.